What is Pest Talks?
What is Pest Talks?
What is Pest Talks?
It's where leaders from all corners of the pest control world
come together to have continuous conversations
on trending topics.
Sure, our views may not all be the same,
but the passion that we have is what brings us all together.
Pest Talks is pest control, expertise, experience,
entertainment, social networking,
social media, and trending topics coupled with technology.
Listen in and join the conversation
from a pest management professional's perspective.
What's up, Pest Talks? Eric here. I am just chilling out in Jess's garden. You guys can kind of see house is right up there, garden's over here. This is one of my favorite places to just hang out and relax. And I wanted to chime in on the trending topic. I just want to go through some of the pros and cons of dating somebody in the pest control industry. If you're not in the pest control industry and you're dating somebody who is, the pros, number one, are probably that you get free pest control. That's probably true at least 80% of the time. And at least you get somebody who's not afraid of bugs, not afraid of spiders, not afraid of wasps, probably not afraid of mice. They're probably still afraid of bed bugs because, let's be real, bed bugs suck. Or in Amanda's case, they might still be afraid of earwigs. But you probably have somebody you're dating that's not afraid to go into crawl spaces or attics or just get dirty. Pest control is blue-collar work. So if you're dating somebody in the pest control industry, they're probably used to working long, hot, grueling days. And honestly, that's probably a pretty good person to date. Cons of dating someone in the pest control industry are that they work long, hard, grueling hours. They could be gone for 8 hours a day. They could be gone for 12 to 14 hours a day. You never know, so you might not see them a whole lot. Especially during the summertime when they are the most busy, you might want to go on vacation and go to the beach and do all this fun stuff. And they're busy treating houses and trying to make bonuses and all these other things, right? So it might be a little bit difficult from that aspect. Also, you just have to understand that anytime they go to someone's house, they are going to be in inspection mode, right? So they're going to walk up to the porch and they're going to look up into the eaves for cobwebs and wasp nests. And every time they go around the foundation of the house, they're going to be looking for entry points for rodents. And they're going to be looking for conducive conditions for ants and earwigs and spiders, right? Anytime something happens, they're going to whisper to you, this is how they get ants. So just be prepared for all that stuff. So if I was going to choose one pickup line that's pest control related, which is ridiculous, by the way, there's no good pest control related pickup lines. This is the one that I would say. I would go up to her and I would say, are you a praying mantis? Because I wouldn't mind getting my head bitten off if it means getting with you. Pretty solid, pretty good. I think I would score with that one. No, I would not score with that one. In fact, I plan on telling my wife that a little bit later. I'll report back how well that goes for me. Spoiler alert, I don't think it's going to go well for me.
I was not in pest control until I married Ryan. So I just never would have thought of dating anyone in pest control. I would see a pest control vehicle parked on my street where I used to live, and I wasn't wondering like, ooh, I wonder who's spraying that house. Ooh, I want to know. No, I just was never checking for anyone in pest control. And I've never heard any of my girlfriends or any of my guy friends say, man, I met this girl and she's so amazing and, she kills bugs for a living. Just never have heard of it. But because I'm in the industry, I know all of the pros of dating someone in pest control. No matter what your type is, here are the pros. First of all, the entomology of bugs, meaning being able to identify what a bug is. The majority of the calls we get are people who don't know what pest they're dealing with. And they don't know there's more than one kind of fly, more than one kind of roach, more than one kind of ant, Like they're just not thinking of these things. So imagine if you were dating someone in pest control who knew what bugs were. So when you said, oh my gosh, I see, I don't know, it's a bug and it's black and it's on my bed. Is it a bed bug? I don't know. What is it? If you could call your boo and your boo could tell you exactly what it is. So think of all the times you thought you had a bed bug and that's not what it was because your man told you, girl. What? That's a pro. You should never have an infestation. Why would you? You're dating someone in pest control. Okay? So you're never going to have super pest issues at all if you're dating someone in pest control. And they will always know what pest you're dealing with. So you don't have to Google it. You don't have to go at ChatGPT. No, just ask your boo. Okay? Now, a con of dating someone in pest control would be if they brought a bed bug home. Bring an ant home, a spider, but if you accidentally bring a bed bug home because you had a hole in your Tyvek suit or you weren't wearing a Tyvek suit during your inspection, I won't name any names. Bringing a bed bug home, I think, is a con. But again, at least he or she would know how to get rid of it. We don't have to play these games. If one of us brought a bed bug home and we got bit, we wouldn't be like, yeah, I don't know what that was. It was a mosquito. No, if you did an inspection earlier today and it was a bed bug inspection, then you know what it is. Let's do what we got to do. At least we have the equipment and the tools to eradicate it right away if something was accidentally brought home. And yeah, pickup line, I would love, because I'm tall, I'm 6 feet and I have super long legs. Ryan didn't really have to use any pest control pickup lines on me, but if he would have called me like mommy long legs, I'd be like, okay, yeah, my legs are long, mommy long legs, daddy long legs. You daddy long legs or mommy long legs. I would like that. But if I were to make one up just on the spot, you know how they say don't let the bed bugs bite? Well, you can bite me, okay? How about you get into my bed, Mr. Goins? Oh, sorry. This is Pest Talks. This is not, this is not role play.
Hey, babe, you want to stop getting bit by all these mosquitoes? And let's go inside and have a mojito.
Eric, great answers. I could see what you're saying. Like, this is how they get ants. That would happen 100% of the time. You always got like your own personal Superman or Superwoman. If for whatever reason you're afraid of mice, babe, I got you. Don't worry about that. I'll take care of it. You're always gonna look like a rock star. You're gonna always look like superhero. Pro number 2, people don't realize how incredible the pest control industry is until they're actually inside of it. I'm going to give you my perspective from the technician side of things. I'll agree with Eric too. We work hard in this industry. Most times we're going to be dirty and most times we're going to be working with our hands, but that is somebody you want to date, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the cons. In my opinion, there are so many more cons than pros when it comes to this question. If you're going to go out to a restaurant, especially if it's somewhere that you've never been before, be prepared to wait 5 to 10 minutes before you get your significant other's attention, because we're gonna have to try to see if we can get our eyes on the kitchen and see what's going on back there, and we're gonna see if they have any rodent bait stations on the ground, and we're gonna see if they have glue boards, and if they have glue boards out in the open, you best believe we're gonna check them. Con number 2, anytime you're gonna do any outside activity, be prepared to stop maybe every 10 minutes or so. If you're walking around a city, be prepared to stop quite often, because what's gonna happen is you both will be walking and then you'll start talking to yourself and you'll turn around and your significant other's checking the bait station over there just to see what company it is. I wonder who services this area. And then they're looking around, and like Eric said, we're looking and we're always in inspection mode, always, because we're always on high alert when it comes to pests and conducive conditions and whatnot. So yeah, that's definitely a con. I could see how that could be annoying. Get used to that term, conducive condition, conducive condition, conducive condition. Get used to that, because wherever you are, grocery store, gym, we're always looking for the conducive conditions. And we're gonna tell you how those conducive conditions can contribute to pest control activity. No matter where I'm at, I'm like, they really should put a door sweep there. Or, wow, look at that standing water in that bucket. It's such a shame. I can remember going to a convenience store and I just stopped to go to the bathroom and I just saw drain flies everywhere. It was to the point where like, it was excessive. So I come out the bathroom and I go to the guy at the counter. I was like, hey man, you guys got a lot of drain flies in the bathroom. I was like, you guys have anybody that's taking care of that? And he's like, no, we kind of just take care of it ourselves. And I'm giving him advice as to how to get rid of the drain flies. And then obviously I slid him a business card, of course, but I'm giving him advice on my day off about how to get rid of drain flies. Just, that's the type of people we are in this industry. Eric, the praying mantis one, man, I don't know. I'm not trying to get my head ripped off for anybody. No thanks. But let's see if I can come up with another one. Let's see if I can use conducive condition. Okay, here we go. Let's see how this lands. I'm trying to be a conducive condition you never get rid of. They're so bad. I challenge someone in Pest Talks to come up with one that may actually work, because the ones that I'm hearing so far, it's not happening. And I am so happy that everyone who said a pickup line in here is in a relationship or married, because those pickup lines, a little shaky. I don't know about it.
I think one of the biggest pros I can think of is when you have a pest, that person in the industry would know what to do, and they would have an idea of what the pest is. Noel, I saw yours as well, and it looks like that was one of the things that you mentioned. I'll say a con, if you don't understand the industry, they could feel slightly embarrassed. That's because of a lack of knowledge. They don't understand the value that the industry brings. You get exposed to learning about different type of animals. You get to be on this adventure with them as they explore and learn about different behaviors and how to solve them. Pickup lines, man. I could say, I know you're tired because you've been buzzing along in my mind all night. Something's been bugging me, so I had to come talk to you. Are you an anthill? Because I can't stop digging you up. Do you need pest control? Because I'm about to bug you all night long. Are you a termite? Because you just ate right through my resistance. Girl, are you an exterminator? Because you just killed my loneliness. Is your name Raid? Because you just sprayed your way into my heart. Mind if I inspect your crawl space for pests? Of course. Baby, you're like a bed bug. Once you're in my head, I can't get rid of you. You must be a cockroach because you've survived all my red flags. Are you a wasp's nest? Because my friends keep telling me to stay away, but I just can't. I must be an ant because I'm following your trail. Chat GPT, do better. Do better.
I wanted to elaborate on something my man Alex and Dave was commenting on about dating someone in pest control or in the industry. One time I had a vacation and we were in Jamaica and I left the beach, went up to the little cabana to get me and my wife a drink. And I guess I was gone a little too long because when I got back, she said, my goodness, I thought you got lost. Where were you? And I didn't think I was gone that long, but after I looked, I was. And what happened? When I went to go get those drinks, behind the bar, there was a fly light. And in my mind, I was trying to figure out who in Jamaica was treating for pest control at this establishment. And so I started asking the bartender questions, different things like that. So yeah, you're absolutely right. We're always evaluating. We're always trying to see who's doing what and who's taking care of what and how it's working, how it's going. And so yeah, just wanted to hop in and chime in on that.
My man Jay can't even turn it off in Jamaica, huh? You could just be enjoying your day, enjoying your night, and you see something crawling on the wall. You're like, oh wow, look at that. There's a crack on that foundation. I wonder where that leads to. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes.
I've thought a lot about these pickup lines. Let me pull them up. I wrote them down. My first pickup line would be, girl, are you a B&G sprayer? Because you've got my pressure rising. Or how about this? Are you a bed bug? Because I haven't slept a wink since you walked into my life.
Oh, hello, Toby. Hi. Okay, go lay down. Go lay down. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I'm really into PJ sets. So this is my PJSOTN. PJ set of the night. Okay? Okay. I love this trending topic. I thought the answers were so funny. Noelle, knowing how to identify a bug. Yes. I mean, so many people misidentify bugs and then they think that it's way worse than it is. And we are there to help them out, to calm the nerves. And you also have your own personal hotel bed bug inspector. We are knowing which restaurants are ones that are good to go, but their favorite restaurant might not be on the list. Okay? Where they want to go, we might not be I might not be going with them anymore. Like David said, there are so many amazing people in this industry and we get to go to amazing places. I actually just got to bring my boyfriend to Texas and we got to go to Austin together for the first time and that was really exciting and he got to meet a lot of people in the industry. He really enjoyed it and got to make his own little friends in there, so that was really great. It kind of just brings people together. Even my bonus mom, she's made some of her closest friends from going to association conferences with my dad. Some other cons, like Noelle said, we may have brought home a bug before. And my worst one is fleas, especially if you have a dog. That can just get messy and it can be a problem, you know what I mean? But like she said, we know how to take care of it. Another pro, things can get expensive. We all know rodent exclusion, termite damage, that stuff can get expensive. So we are here to help them out. I think that is a huge advantage when we're in the dating game, okay? My boyfriend, he gets to have me as a pest expert and I get to have him as a firefighter. It's great. I live in Virginia, so in the wintertime, I love to get to go like to Florida or something for a vacation. So to me, that's a pro. But maybe not everybody sees it that way. It can be looked at as a con. Alex and Eric might need to work on those pickup lines, okay? Jay, though, I really like those. Those are some good pickup lines. Eric, though, I feel like if you would have said yours to a woman that's not in the industry, she might look at you like your head is cut off. But mine would be, have you been eating honey? Because you were looking unbelievable.
Carly, I love that pickup line. That was unbelievably good. Man, there are definitely some amazing pros, in my opinion, right? You're going to get a detailed person. Anybody that's in pest control is super duper detailed. So let's say, for example, you're on a date, right? And let's say things get a little spicy, get a little romantic. I guarantee you that they're going to have their PPE available and ready to go just in case it goes down. You're going to have somebody that's dedicated to being detailed and being safe. A pro is just that. You got a pro. You're dating a pro in the field of pest control, where we care about health. You're gonna have somebody that's always on the lookout for you. If I'm gonna date somebody, which I'm glad I'm married, and I'm glad that Noelle didn't have any bugs when I was dating her, we're already kind of like suspect of different types of restaurants that we go to. Like Dave said, we're always peeking in the kitchen to make sure that it's okay. If you are dealing with some type of pest that you can pretty much take care of by sanitation, and we're finding that out, it's definitely a con on your end, not on the pest control's end, because we're going to look for that stuff.
And of course, another pro is you got a nice truck, okay? I never was into trucks until I got one, okay? Pest control people have nice trucks. Yes, we do.
If you were my lady, I'd bug you with my attention all day long. Hey!
My pros on the situation, definitely you wouldn't have to worry about pest issues. And if you did, I'm probably not the guy for you. Definitely make sure you're pest free. My con, I would say, would probably be I spot check everything. Go into a store or a restaurant and I'm like, are those poppy seed under the bread basket? What's the range of that cat wandering around the store? Is it for pest control? What's going on there? The door is open all day. There are flies coming in. So there is so many cons. Definitely would have my eyes peeled when I'm about to eat something. I'm like, am I really that hungry? There was a pickup line. I would say, if you give me a number and I call you, will you answer me back? Get it? Answer. Anyway.
Eric, I loved your pros and cons. You had me really thinking, like, you're right. Like, peak season, a con of dating someone and not being able to just go on vacation because they're probably going to be like, hey, I know it's summertime and you want to be whisked away on a romantic getaway to a beach or something like that, but it's busy. It's June, July. Like, holla at me in October. Like, that would suck. But then again, if you do pest control in Miami, anywhere in Cali, I feel like you could get away with getting away for a hot second, or at least being like, hey, can I get a beach day at least, brother? Can I get a beach day? But I thought that was a good point because I did not think about peak season and how that would impede on romantic vacations or getaways. Now you got me thinking about people who have to do pest control overnight, because there are some restaurants you come when they're closed. Whoever you're dating is not going to be cuddling with you at night. They might be in a restaurant handling somebody's pest control, or a government building or something like that. While you want to cuddle and you want to be, with your boo at night, they might have to be doing pest control in the wee hours of the morning or after hours. People are at the club. No, I'm killing bugs. I'm not at the club. And also, David, the conducive conditions, when you were talking about how we notice things when we're out in public spaces, we're like, oh wait, there's a rodent bait station. And Ryan and I went to the club one night, and this was before I had Grace, and we saw bait stations on this rooftop party that we were at. And so we just kind of ended up making a skit. Like, we were checking the bait stations. The bait stations, for the most part, we have the key that universally can get in different brands. And so we were like pretending to like check them, and people were wondering, what are y'all doing? And we had our phone flashlight out. It was ridiculous. I really was feeling the pickup lines. I love the pickup lines. Conducive conditions. Wouldn't have thought about that. Eric, I want to know, did it work? Alex, you're also hilarious, asking ChatGPT for some pickup lines. Yeah, they were all pretty bad. We all had better pickup lines so far than ChatGPT. Right, Grace? Right?
It is Thursday, the day before 4th of July, so happy long weekend. I am in beautiful Mill Creek Park in Northeast Ohio, getting ready to run, getting ready to go work out. I have loved listening to everybody's answers. I was literally cracking up, laughing, and I have so many responses to everybody. My boyfriend, he does not work in the pest control industry, okay? Some pros for him, let's just say that. Some pros for him are we are built-in exterminators. I have no issues killing any type of bug there is in front of me, besides an earwig. I had to kill like 4 earwigs last week, and I have no clue where they came from. They like heard me talking. I like manifested them in my place. That whole trend, I started this like earwig trend, guys. I did not expect for that to blow up like it did. And then Alex, you just took it to such a whole new level. You were just being you. I've learned so much over the last 3 years of meeting pest control owners, traveling, attending events, going on ride-alongs, editing content, reading stories about different pests, looking at really cool photos, talking to entomologists. I have learned personally. I am surrounded by a group of people who I can learn so much from. I love to share that with people. That's my job. I love to be able to tell the stories of these different pests and people who are out in the field doing the job, whether it's through video, writing, social media, whatever that is. So I will always go back to my boyfriend and be like, guess what I learned today? And he just is learning more and more about it. The cons, one of my biggest cons to this whole question is trying to explain to people what we do, because it's so complex sometimes that unless you're doing it, it's very hard to understand. And also the late nights, you know, like a lot of overtime, emergency calls. Like, talk to so many people where they're like, yeah, I was at SeaWorld with my family on Memorial Day. I got a call about a bee swarm at this park and we had to drop what we were doing and go do that. That's definitely a challenge, but I think it takes the right person and the right understanding to know how important this job is. Jay, I was cracking up when you were like, yeah, I was just in Jamaica on vacation with my family and I was gone for a really long time trying to find the owner of this place to figure out who did their pest control. I was rolling. And then David was like, you never stop, do you? Like, there's no breaks in Jamaica. You could be anywhere in the world and you could be on because you have that eye. David, you would be the one on a first date to sit down at a table, just looking around, and then you see the back doorway to the kitchen. And you're like, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the restroom. And you somehow get your way back there to be like, who does your pest control? Like, forgetting about your date, just going back there. Carly, can we have a link to your PJ sets? Because they are absolutely the cutest thing. I want them so bad. Oh, yes, and the personal bed bug inspector. Anytime my boyfriend and I do travel, he's like, can you check the bed for bed bugs? And I'm like, yes, here I go. And it's funny because sometimes I will have to send a picture to somebody that I know who is smarter than me. I can call anybody and they would pick up. I literally just had to do that last Friday. I found a beetle that kind of looked like a cockroach, but I wasn't sure. It was a ground beetle, and I sent it to them and they were like, nope, that is a beetle. That is not a cockroach.
Yo. Hey, Amanda, when Mike wants to go work out with you, does he put a bug in your ear?
What's going on, Pest Dog family? I feel like there's more pros than cons in terms of dating someone in the pest control industry. We are great storytellers. A lot of time I meet people, they're like, oh my God, tell me the worst infestations you ever had for bed bugs, the worst infestation you ever had for mice. What's the worst thing you ever seen? So constantly telling different stories of things that we come across and how we managed to solve it and why we were able to be successful. Or if we failed, why did we fail? And lessons that we've learned along the way. We know how to protect and serve. We are public health protectors and we are serving our customer base. I don't think there's any cons in dating a pest control expert. But if I was to pick one, would be the long and irregular hours that we work. In the East Coast, wintertime, we're chilling, we're relaxing. We're enjoying time with our families, we're traveling. But in the spring and summertime, we're working nonstop, long hours, going out before the sun comes up and going home sunset or nighttime. So we work a lot of hours, especially during our peak season.
I've been racking my brain about this whole pickup line thing. I couldn't pick up. I have no clue, man. Your boy's too smooth for that. And Alex, those are some of the worst ones ever. You right, man. Those were terrible. Those are that's worse than dad jokes, bro. Jeez, they bad. I've been with my wife since before I got in the industry, so I really don't have anything to gauge it on or anything like that. But I will tell you this. I like being in the industry, and I like being the only one in the industry because that makes me the superhero in my house. You know what I'm saying? Oh, daddy, there's a bug. Kill it. Like, you kill it. You're the Pied Piper, you do it. And so, okay, great. So I get used a lot for that, but I come in like the superhero.
Are you a bed bugs? Because I can't stop thinking about you all night. How'd I do, Pest Dog? How'd I do?
Good morning, Pest Talks. I'm on my way to get a haircut. I have a standing appointment every other Friday with my barber and get trimmed up a little bit in hopes to look good for those fireworks.
So funny enough, I was talking to Evans before I did the Marco and everything. Evans said, okay, man, enjoy it. Some good griot and all this other Haitian type food. And sure enough, Evans, look at that. That's that fried pork, y'all. Haitian stuff. That's the rice, cold salad, more rice. That's this. We got some barbecue chicken here. And still more. This is the jerk that I'm gonna make. Dad put it in the oven by accident, pre-cook it, but it's all right. That means it's gonna cook a little faster. I'm gonna take care of that myself. And we still got more stuff coming. Evans, you're right, man. We're gonna be with some good eating tonight.
Yo, Denzel, you are celebrating 4th of July in style, bro. That griot looked delicious, man. For those of you who don't know, griot is fried pork. Haitian people, we season that bad boy. We season it real good, let it marinate, and then broil it, and then deep fry it. That thing tastes so delicious with some pickles. I hear the compa playing in the background. Yeah, is it too late? I could take a flight out there, man. I could take a flight and help you enjoy this good food, man. Enjoy it, my brother.
I came over here about to fall asleep.
Happy 4th of July, everyone. It was great to catch up on all the videos. You guys are hilarious with the pickup lines. I love different perspectives on dating someone in pest control. You know, Ryan and I are married, so definitely how we started is not how we are now. It definitely takes no ego and to be teammates, because definitely when we first started and he was teaching me how to do things, I think he secretly loved telling me what to do and bossing me around, especially with de-webbing and removing spider webs. I was like, hey, buddy, hey, like he'd be like, you missed a spot, do it right there, your wrist, turn it. And I used to get on my nerves, y'all. And then when I got really good at it, I saw that he wasn't doing it. He wasn't doing it like I was doing it or how he was telling me to do it. So yeah, working together doing pest control, I think if one person is in it and one person is not in it, it's still super fun dating someone in pest control. And according to your stories, like Denzel with, you know, your wife's like, hey, you're the Pied Piper, I'm gonna need you to get that. I would be the same way. But see, because I'm married to Ryan, sometimes when there's a bug, most of the time I'm telling him the same thing. Hey, buddy, you get that. But sometimes he'll be like, I mean, you could do it too. And I'm like, you're my husband. I want you to do it. So it's pretty funny. I hope everyone is having a great 4th. You're eating good. You're relaxing good. I know some fireworks have probably started in some of your cities. So looking forward to seeing some footage. Last year, this time I was pregnant and Grace was in my belly listening to fireworks. So it'll be fun to see how she reacts to seeing them. And I'm gonna have her little headphones on so they don't hurt her ears. Anyway, it was great to hear from everyone and your perspective. Evans, you too. I know your wife, Jada, loves that you're in pest control because I know she is not a fan of most bugs. So having you as her husband is definitely like, dun, 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 my super husband is gonna get it. I don't have to deal with it, especially since you do wildlife. Let's talk about that. Everybody in here does not do wildlife, but you do. So I feel like you have an edge above, you know what I'm saying, with the fearlessness of dealing with wildlife. That's a whole other beast of pest control. So much respect to you, brother.
Okay, people, check out this gorgeous Polyphemus moth. I just found her by the window. She is struggling a little bit, and I don't think that she's gonna make it, but look at the size of this thing. It's crazy.
Happy 4th of July. Getting ready to go see the fireworks, y'all. And I got my little love bug right here, my little snuggle buddy. Say hi, Grace. Say hi, Pest Talk. Still got her 4th of July onesie on. Trying to get her outfit to go with this. Say hi, guys. Mama. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that. Yeah, it's even better. Whoa.
We're going.
Whoa.